Guys, you won't believe this. The deputy mayor of Paris is blaming the heat wave in Europe on Americans.
A deadly heat wave also blanketing much of Europe, and it's turning into a heated debate over air conditioning. The deputy mayor of Paris even going so far as to blame AC units in the United States for making the problem worse.
You, USA, bear a significant amount of responsibility for global warming and the consequences we in France are experiencing. Your cities, which are 90% air-conditioned, are not unrelated to this.
They're trying to shame us into turning off our air conditioning.
I'll confess, we've got a little setup right here, and I don't know if we'd make it through the show without it.
Listen, the climate's always been changing. And, for people who want to start digging into the argument that it's changing because of human activity, the idea that some grandma right now in Georgia should be, filled with guilt and shame and she should turn off the AC is ridiculous.
Oh, heavens me, I just feel too guilty with all this comfort and freedom. Those poor Europeans that keep voting in woke climate cultists sure have it bad.
The amount of activity around the world, when you look at coal, they use 40% more coal in China than the rest of the world combined.
I better hurry up and burn all this coal so I can run the air conditioning on my pig farm.
And we're supposed to be here shutting down our coal plants. We're supposed to be getting rid of AC. We should go to an electric vehicle mandate and get rid of your gas-powered cars, your diesel cars.
It is your fault that there is a heat wave in France. You Americans are greedy and calling climate change. Le oui oui!
The way that they want to change human activity as if that individual's activity is causing it to be hot outside, I would encourage people to just be honest with the debate. There's optimistic views to pessimistic views. Exactly where's sea level going to be in 2100? What is the temperature of the Earth going to be in 2100?
We should have listened to the French back in 2026. They were right that we caused all this climate change from our ACs. Now we have to live under domes.
I know, but at least we can still enjoy this.
Some people have optimistic views, some have pessimistic views, and the people with the pessimistic views sometimes go further. AOC saying we have a few more years until the end of the world.
I don't know if the solution...
I think the world ended already, according to AOC.
Yeah.
Americans, your lifestyle is causing climate change. This is an intersectional crisis driven by patriarchal and systemic forces. The world will end in less than 10 years.
I don't know if the solution's jumping off the bridge there in Paris to cool off.
Our daughter was in Paris with a couple of school friends last week. She's now on the coast, and she said it was unbearably hot, and they did not have air conditioning in the apartment in which they were staying. But here is how Audrey Pulval, who is the deputy mayor of Paris, put it in only a way that the French could. Dear American journalists and social media influencers, for days, some of you have been criticizing and making fun of Paris because the city does not have AC in every room. Oh my God, this is so rich. As the second largest emitter of greenhouse gas emissions in the world, you bear a significant amount of responsibility for global warming and the consequences we in France are experiencing. Your cities, which are 90% air conditioned, are not unrelated to this.
French officials are blaming American air conditioning for worsening Europe's heat wave.
Tell France we said you're welcome.
We have identified the source of the heat: American air conditioning.
Across America, citizens continue the controversial act of being comfortable.
This is what happens when Americans refuse to suffer properly. Do you feel responsible for Europe's heat wave?
No.
Air conditioning is bad for the planet.
Europe had 2,000 years to invent comfort. They chose warm rooms. Introducing the Freedom Freezer 3000.
Sorry, France. We're keeping the cold air.
Okay, this is incredible.
Because sweating is not a culture.
We do not need American air conditioning.
If Europe won't install air conditioning, America will. Operation Freedom Cool is now active.
Oh my God.
American air conditioning. Because sweating is not a culture.
Meanwhile, in Europe.
Unit 4B, suspected illegal cooling device inside.
Move, move, move!
Step away from the AC!
I was just cooling down!
It's vented out the window! Jesus Christ, 64 degrees.
He was only trying to sleep!
Discomfort is not an excuse.
Is that cold air?
Back inside!
Hello, America. In France, we do not let our citizens have air conditioners. But if you want to help Puppetgate keep his on, then please consider donating. Simply scan one of the QR codes on your screen or click the link in the pinned comment. And if you cannot donate, no problem, you can still help us very much by signing up for our free newsletter. Merci beaucoup.